do have a white gel pen.
Dennis Blake.
Let's do it.
Black.
Yes.
I have
Good evening, everybody. As you can see, it is not the nerdy Chicano today. He has anal glaucoma, so great.
it's glaucoma.
So does I, your host, Young Yoda, and my ho-host, Gio.
Ho. Host.
And of course,
I almost
Michelle and
stopped
Rachel. Thank y'all for dropping by.
Hello.
Gio, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I watched the movie
You watched the
and I
movie?
enjoyed it.
Which movie?
The Witcher: Nightmare of the Wolf. Review coming somewhat soon.
I mean, there's a Witcher movie?
I thought that was a
animated
series.
movie.
Animated movie. Okay.
Oh.
Animated movie. Same universe, like same franchise of like the Netflix Witcher stuff.
Is this new?
Fairly new, like a week or so. Yeah.
Why did I not know this? I don't feel as nerdy anymore.
Don't ask me because I forget the streaming release calendar as soon as I finish recording those episodes.
Just gone. Rachel, how you doing?
It's just gone.
That good, huh?
I'm existing. I woke up at 11, but I didn't get out of bed till 4. So that's where my brain is. But
I keep thinking
did
it's Sunday.
get up. Me too. I went and got some pens, because I want to start doing journaling.
Are they
'Cause I
all
realized
different
some of my
colors?
thoughts- Yeah, it was just a big pack. It was on sale.
Okay.
Nice.
It's
I
real
love it.
nice. It was on
Very nice.
sale. Got it at Target. Because I want to start journaling.
Got a pink pen. Got a yellow pen. Green
And
pen.
yeah, I've never gotten a yellow one in one of these packs before. Anyways, the only interesting part of my day was when I was in the bookstore. I didn't get anything, but it was my free birth control of the day. This woman was letting her children run wild in
Free
the
birth
bookstore.
control.
And
Were they just like knocking down shelves and shit?
no,
Just
they
like,
were just running back and forth.
oh, okay.
And they were like messing with the water fountain, and she was like, "Get over here, get over here." She wasn't actually doing anything. She was just like, "Get over here." I'm like,
Get
"Yeah,
over
that's
here.
not-"
So not
Sounds
a
like
not a
that.
Mortal
She's like-
Kombat get
Like
over here.
Mortal Kombat.
Get over here.
And then at one point, she was like, "Okay, we're leaving. I'll have to come back by myself." And then they didn't leave. They were still there. But the reason it was interesting was not that, because that was actually annoying. Was because at one point the smaller one, who also was barefoot, I don't like the thing that like it's not okay to be barefoot on the ground in public unless it's a child, because that's still gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like 2 or 3 and he face planted on the floor, and I tried so hard not to laugh. I was like, I'm not gonna be disrespectful, but like you kind of deserve that. Straight up, he went.
Bam.
Cue the AF,
Kids are
the
top-heavy.
AFV theme.
Just straight into a shelf of books. Knocks everything over.
It was next to the horror section, so
Hell yeah. You would have died.
Oh, that's movie magic right there.
Mm-hmm.
Kid falls in the horror section. Yeah, cause
I did not get anything though, because I realized I still need to read a lot of the books that I've bought within the last couple of weeks.
Michelle. How are you doing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
You just eating? Still eating? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is that the
Nom, nom,
flag
nom,
that I
nom.
accidentally bought?
Yeah. Um,
I accidentally
Thank
bought
you
that
for
in
pointing
Fragment
out my
Custom.
mess. So actually, there's a bunch of like shit underneath the flag, but I'm using the flag to show my mess.
You know, the flag actually like matches everything in that room at
It
this point.
does. I
Like very
accidentally
well.
bought that because I regularly would get the non-binary and ace flags mixed up because there's one color difference between them.
Yeah, it's a yellow.
Yeah.
So I bought that one and I was like, "Hey, Michelle."
Yeah, so instead I was like, yeah, sure, I'll grab it. And so now I have an ace flag and my whole apartment is ace, like it screams ace because everything's gray, white, black and purple. Except like you can't really tell, but the sofa is actually brown and the bookshelves are brown too, but they're like dark brown, so you can't really tell too much. Um so yay. I'm still debating on where I want to hang it because I have a bunch of other stuff. I want to hang my shield and my sword from Zelda. I might like put it right there so you can see it, like, because I mean this camera is amazing. Like it really just like
whole room.
stretches.
It'll show you the hold on, mine's zoomed in, but it'll show you like the whole room.
Yeah. So I mean I still haven't played with it to see like how to zoom it in. So right now you can see everything, and so probably going to put uh, my shield there or something, and then I'm still debating on whether to put the flag like like sideways or down horizontally or vertically, depending on like how it looks. Because then I want to have posters and all that. Hello,
Hey, David.
hey David.
How you doing?
Hi, David.
So
But yeah. Sup? But yeah, so
Gio has to read it
today,
because I'm not allowed to.
so, y'all know what happened today?
What happened?
We recorded the first episode of season 2 for
Woo!
Share Club Pod.
Woo!
Whoop whoop.
Woo!
Oh, Gio, I forgot. It's because I took a nap after we talked. Burke agreed to be on the podcast.
Woo!
Yeah, he
I
Very
told me.
nice.
seeing that message in the email.
Hey,
Did you
Ferris.
see it?
Welcome to the
Yeah, I saw it in an
Saturday
email
show.
like days ago.
In an
Thanks for joining us.
email? Or you mean like
There was
on
we
Twitter?
talk later. It was
Okay,
an
sorry.
email about from Twitter.
Oh,
Yeah.
lol. It's because I
Yeah.
delete the emails from the Share Club Pod.
Yeah, and I rarely touch them. Like I'll glance at it and I go,
Yeah, no, I'll delete them. Anyway,
I
point
don't like
is,
getting emails from social media places.
yeah, that's why I delete them because then there are just too many of them.
most of the stuff we that signed up on there, I don't. I think it might have been from before we started, and we can probably get rid of some of that stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. But yeah, so that happened this morning, and like I told you guys earlier, we didn't have a chance to record my choice of Saturdays are for anime. But instead I went out dancing. I actually got
There
to
you go.
dance.
Very nice.
So yesterday I was telling Gio how there was supposed to be this dance event thing at my school, like for the salsa fusion group and whatnot, and they ended up not, like, it was a conference, not an actual like dance thing, because it was called Chips and Salsa, or Chips and something, because that's the name of the organization, and Salsa. And I was like, what if this shit was like Chips and Salsa? So that's what they were like. I thought salsa as in like dancing, and not salsa as in like chips or whatever. And so instead, Rachel, your hair does look amazing.
Ferris is a fan.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm currently
Uh-huh.
distracted.
So, but I mean, ended up being today on like an outside space and everything. So it was pretty fun because I got a chance to dance from a really long time. And then I talked to the president. I was like, "Yo, y'all played with my feelings yesterday. But I mean, because I ended up dancing with him, I was just like, I'm that person that I'm just going like ask somebody to dance with me. Um, and so he was telling me how like they messed up, that the P organization was supposed to be a dancing like out or like dancing hour and a half, but
Mhm.
the people from the group messed it up, and that a lot of people also showed up expecting to dance, and then these people decided to do a conference because they didn't know what the hell they were doing. And I'm like, thank you, I thought I was the one messing things up, but no, it was actually the people that were organizing the
The
thing
people
that
in
messed up.
charge.
Yeah. And so
How horrible
uh,
is that? You think you're gonna end up like going out and dancing, and you end up at a conference for like insurance salesmen or some shit.
dude, you can imagine these were engineering people. I
Oh
was
God, no!
I was
Run!
wearing like my dancing shirt. I was like like makeup and shit, my hoop earrings. I got my because I have two different types of dancing shoes. One if it's like ballroom dancing, or like the regular dance shoes that I use if it's like in concrete and stuff. So I was all ready, and then like a friend of mine had brought her little sister that just moved to College Station. She was wearing a dress. Like we were like over the top ready to dance. And then yeah, I didn't get to go dancing yesterday. Today
But
I did.
today,
But today I
today,
did. So it was pretty fun. Funny too to see that everybody was like trying to talk to me, and I'm like, y'all are freshmen. I'm a
engineering
graduate
conference.
student. But it was still pretty fun. And
Well, that's good.
now they told us when they're gonna be doing it during the week, and so I'm excited because I have that time like available to go to the dancing socials and stuff. So yay. That's why I was really excited. It's like
I
I,
did have a question, Michelle.
what's up?
The sword you have, is it an actual like sword, or is it like a pixelated sword?
Y'all never saw it?
I might have seen it at one point, but I don't remember.
It's because I have it here. So
I
this
keep
is
forgetting their headset doesn't have wires.
Oh yeah,
oh yes.
it's
I was
This
wireless.
is
like,
a
you're gonna
nice
get caught.
Yeah,
no.
that's that. Like, if
It's a
I were
nice
to get
shield.
up, I just pull my whole shit down.
I need to
Oh
like
yeah.
repaint it and like put the shiny thing like in this one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that
And
was cool.
then I'm thinking of like putting it like this here
Yeah.
or something. So you
Because
can
back
see it.
here on this other wall that y'all can't see, I have Thor's axe hanging up.
Stormbreaker.
Yeah, I'm still
Stormbreaker.
debating if I want to put it like this
I think I put it like that. Yeah.
or like
I
this.
called
I think I
Marcel's
like the
D&D
angled.
character Jazz
angled.
Star Lord yesterday because I
Star
couldn't
Lord.
remember
Star-Lord.
his name.
Star
I don't know
Lord.
why, but every time I hear Jazz's last name, I always want to like laugh. I don't know why.
What's his last
Duval.
name?
Maybe it's just the way he says it. Go Duval.
Duval?
Because I realized the reason I keep forgetting the last name is because I'm used to his Discord user.
Mm.
That's why I just went with one name, just like Prince or something like that. Just be easy. That way I wouldn't have to remember the last name.
Yeah, it was like, Jazz Star Lord or whatever the fuck his
Star-Lord.
name is.
Starfire.
In my head, every time I say Brad's character's name, I have to say it fully with
Oh,
intention.
the hermit with the hermit.
Yodar.
Yodar.
The Yodar.
Yodar. Yeah, so we don't get a cease and desist.
Legally
Real quick.
Distinct. Legally distinct.
Because what? Who's Yodar or Yodar?
If you don't say the R, you're in trouble.
Oh,
Oh
oh.
my god, y'all.
The
Okay.
mouse will be in your house. Let's just
Yodar.
say.
I texted Abby about telling her about that kid, and she just responded, she goes, ew, barefoot? In a pandemic?
Dude, we're all
Gross.
thinking the
This is
same
why-
thing. Barefoot? Ew.
In a pandemic? It was two separate messages, too.
Dude, for real, it's just like before and after the pandemic. I don't like seeing like kids barefoot. Like it just.
The only
Wear shoes, people.
time somebody being barefoot was funny to me was like one of the last film club meetings. before the pandemic started, our friend Charlie, he would always wear like Birkenstocks. And for whatever reason, we were talking about white people being barefoot outside, and he jokingly just took his shoe off and put it on the ground on campus. It was, nobody else was laughing, but I thought it was the funniest thing.
White people, yeah.
And you know what? Like, I feel like I would tolerate if the kids had socks. Like, if you just have socks.
Just some layer there.
Yeah,
some layer
like
there to
at
keep...
least
Some
some
protective
layer, some sort of protective layer. But if they're
As long
just
as they don't
straight up
step in dirt,
barefoot,
though, because the dirt then gets in the sock.
Yeah, no, this is why when you Hi, Gio
Hi.
here. When I become a parent, my children will be wearing boots that lace up so that they can't take their motherfuckers off until they learn how to tie their shoes.
that is very
always-
smart.
Because, like, my nephew's, like, good.
Amazing.
Like, he's a good kid. He doesn't do any of that. So, like,
a good kid.
whenever I see kids that do that, I, like, forget that that is actually not normal. And it's more normal for kids to be sticky and gross. And I'm like, not used to it anymore.
I'm sorry, but
He is an iPad kid,
to
though.
me, sticky and gross is not normal. Ugh.
For children.
David says, my coworker was Cuban, but she would take off her slides during work hours. I hated it. Have y'all heard about
I
the
would do
people
that
on
if I was sitting at a
planes?
desk working, but, like, I wouldn't walk around like that. I would put my shoes on to go walk
Yeah.
around.
Have y'all
obviously.
people heard about people on planes taking their shoes off and then like putting their feet onto the back of seats
Yeah.
and shit? It's like, ugh, no.
Yeah.
I've seen the last, what was it? I think it was, what was the last movie I saw? The Green Knight. When I saw The Green Knight and I was leaving, the guy sitting in the back row was still chilling out and reclined because the AMC has the recliners. He was barefoot.
Ew. Ooh, definitely
Oh, I
not
thought
a
there was
movie
more.
theater.
At the
Ugh.
end of the sentence.
Feeling all the
At a
buttery
movie
popcorn
theater. I
between
was trying
your
to remember
toes.
what else. No, he was barefoot, like
All
fully
the soggy
reclined.
soda.
Like,
I mean, I know they vacuum those floors, but how often?
but he had
Jam.
his bare feet all over that recliner too.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Toe
Blech.
jam.
But what weirded me out more was that he was still reclined, chilling out like that after the credits were over.
Was
I
there
like,
supposed to be an end credit scene to that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
No. I was like, aren't you supposed to be? Shouldn't you be getting up, getting ready to go? The movie's over.
Like, nah. I'm gonna stay for the next one. Next showing. Okay. Anybody have anything they want to bring up or nothing?
Or
If
none.
not,
Cards.
we can go
We
cards.
don't have,
Cards.
We don't have
Gio-
Raoul
Gio
here
wants
to
cards.
act like our parents.
All right.
What? I don't even.
We don't-
I didn't hear the sentence.
We don't have Raoul here to yell at us like a parent.
I know.
And my
Yeah, who
soundboard,
was
I
that?
can't use my soundboard right now because it messed with my mic at the moment. So now I can't
Oh
even.
no.
Yeah.
Damn.
Unless I just do this.
Oh, I thought you were gonna start doing the noises yourself.
Oh, I just,
The most problematic screens also with right.
Okay,
I thought he was going to start doing them too.
I'm done.
yeah.
Okay, card. What is the fiercest animal think you could take in a fight?
Well, I mean, I certainly don't
So
think
if by fierce you mean like
mole rat.
A mole rat?
I cannot. I know that one. I can't take a naked mole rat. That's hard to say.
A naked mole rat.
Naked
Why do
mole
I
rat.
feel
Naked
like
mole
you're gonna
rat?
make us fight that in our D&D companion? It's like a naked
Mo-
naked roll mat.
Roll mat.
That's what I was about to say.
Ooh, ugh.
Yodar hug
I
it.
was looking
Like
at something.
so what's the fiercest animal you think you can take on?
Mm-hmm.
Probably a ferret.
Ooh, but my issue is like that, just like at your neck. You're like, God.
No, I've
Like,
had one. I've had one.
ferret?
They're easy.
That you
I-
can
oh.
take as in like fight.
Yeah,
Barehanded? Or
Yeah. I think bare
normal
knuckle.
clothing?
bare knuckle brawl.
So like, it kind of like in something I'm wearing right now,
Yeah,
but like,
Yeah.
or like something I would wear on a usual day.
I think I could take a kangaroo.
I think it depends on where I am because I'm definitely
I
like
could take a
I'm
kangaroo.
definitely like a grab an object fighter.
Have you seen how
Absolutely
they
not,
fight,
guys.
Brad?
I could take a kangaroo.
Have you
I'd
seen
fuck
how
a
they
kangaroo
fight?
up. Yeah, I see how they fight. I'd fuck a kangaroo up.
The kangaroo will
Bro,
fuck
they
you
use-
up.
You
They
know, it
use
might
their
be
whole
a
tail as, like, a
mutual
third
fuck up,
leg.
but he'll be limping away.
They use their tails like a third leg in fights,
Yeah.
man.
They can literally kill you, dude. Like, no, no joke.
I would take a kangaroo.
Maybe like a capybara.
I mean,
A guinea pig.
It like for me, it really depends on where I am and like the environment because I'm definitely like, when it comes to like having to fight, I'm picking some shit up. I'm not like, I guess if it was like an empty white space and it's me and an animal, I think I'd have to pick a dog, like a medium sized dog.
I've never actually
'Cause
fought
I've-
anything, so I actually
for
don't
that.
know what I would do in a fight.
Hamster.
I mean, I haven't been in many fights, but like I've had to think about the potential of having to be in a fight a lot, especially with dogs. So like I've had to think about how to go about that.
Have y'all ever heard of a Nutra-Rat? It's like a big giant
what?
rat.
Oh, rat! I thought you said Nutra-Rack, and I was like,
a
No,
neutral
Nutra-Rat.
system?
It's like a big giant rat.
He said,
Sounds
I heard
disgusting.
neutro, and I was like, Nutrisystem?
let me look it up.
Like a bullet blender.
You said it's a giant rat.
Yeah, so this is a Nutra-Rat.
Mm.
So these are all throughout Louisiana and Mississippi. Some people eat them. Luckily, my family was not one of those. But yeah,
It's only got 12 hit points. Well, 7 hit points. The AC is 12. You're good.
I could take it.
I
I could take a
If it
Nutra-Rat.
was just one, now if it's pack tactics, your ass is grass, because that bite attack has a +4 to hit and a D4 +2 damage.
I think those, I'm looking at Amazon. I think those Moleskine journals are a scam.
Which ones?
Like the ones that they sell at Barnes & Noble that are like plastic wrapped. And they say like Moleskine.
Oh,
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's a brand of journals, so they're really
Doubtful those
expensive.
are moleskin.
Very
Moleskin.
expensive.
Mhm. Hopefully they don't mean mole skin. That'd be weird.
Mole as in like the food mole?
Yeah.
Just like a dip, just like
Just dip your finger into the.
let me make a note real quick.
The cover of the notebook is
Real
like
quick,
soft.
just
You can eat it. Got hungry.
I mean, there is a notebook that you can microwave.
What? Wait,
Yeah.
no. Okay, continue.
It's called Rocketbook. It's like you write your notes, right? And then at some point, Abby could explain this better because she has one. At some point, your handwritten notes get moved on to like Google Drive or something like that. And then you microwave the notebook. When you take the notebook out of the microwave, it's reusable.
oh, it's an electronic notebook. Okay.
Wait, why
Well,
would
you
you
can't
put something
stick
electronic
electronics
in them?
in a microwave though.
It's
Like
not,
anything
I
with
don't know
metal,
how
so it can't be
works.
electronic.
I mean, if it's going to the drive, though, I mean,
I have no idea how it
if
works.
it's going to the cloud,
Or
then it's
Rocketbook, it's
electronic.
free. I mean, you're gonna have to Google
Well,
this and show us. Cause
Yeah,
I
but
don't
if it's
know.
got metal in it, you can't put it in a microwave. I mean, we've been doing jokes on the internet for years, telling people
I'll
to
look it
put
up.
shit in the microwave.
I'll look it up.
My favorite is the one where they tell them to put a ball of tinfoil and they show it afterwards, and the tinfoil is like all smooth and shit, and somebody actually
Can I
puts the
share my
tinfoil in a microwave.
screen?
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop. Okay. So
Rocketbook.
I don't. Oh, they make planners now.
Oh,
What's the basic one? How does it work?
it's tinier.
It's not gonna load?
David says, "Put your iPhone in the microwave to charge it faster. Do not do that." You didn't hear it from
I've
us.
seen Shazam.
Oh, Everlast. Yeah, I heard of Everlast.
And there was the
I don't know
Isabel
why the
Digital
picture's not
Age.
loading.
What is it made of, though? You're right.
I'm not thinking of Evernote. I
I
don't
don't really ever last for Okay.
Add a
whose
drop of
phone is
water.
Is there like a video they can show us?
I feel like we should be getting
There it
paid
is.
for this, but you know,
Oh yeah,
is
for
a video.
showing the.
I don't know if there's.
this is free
Oh, look,
marketing,
it
but
is
I am
risky.
interested.
There is a video.
I don't want to risk the music though.
Then we
Oh,
mute it.
Erasable with the moistened cloth.
You turn the captions on and you mute the video.
what if you accidentally throw water in it and all your shit gets deleted?
I'm like, fuck.
Okay, let's see what's this dude doing.
I want to know who came
Oh,
up
why
with the
is it
idea to
so
put a notebook
small?
in a microwave.
Oh, you can.
You gotta
have
open
to
it in
click. Oh,
YouTube.
there you go.
Or that, yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Customers around the world.
Hey, they
That's
know
what
college.
tequila.
With
They
tequila? What are you doing?
Tequila, beads, there must be
Glitter.
more ones.
What the
Pen
hell
paper.
are
That's
they
not
but
New
it's
Orleans. That's Florida.
usable.
Close enough.
I did see somebody's TikTok from Florida, and I was like, "Oh, you're a Christian rocker, okay."
Right, scan, erase. Okay.
Oh, so you don't have to microwave it anymore?
Oh, so you just take a picture of it. You know, you could do that on your own.
On your own notebook?
Yeah.
Oh,
On a
'cause
dry
it goes
erase
to the
notebook,
Q-
I guess.
Yeah, but it's not you just taking a picture of it. It's like
It has
Oh,
a
it has
it,
QR
it
code and all
reads it
that.
with the QR code, and it goes like,
Oh,
okay.
see, but you have to use a
Interesting.
specific type of pen.
So they sell the pen too.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen
That's how
those.
they get you.
I've seen
That's
the
how they get you.
erasable pens.
It's like those
Yeah,
in-game
that's
like
different.
in-game purchases. That's exactly what this is.
They're like, you can have our notebook, but you have to buy our pen.
Hmm
I mean, I've
Otherwise,
seen
the notebook is
erasable
useless.
pen.
And otherwise, the pens are useless
Clean
because
with
they only
a
work for the
towel.
notebook.
So I guess they changed it because the first time I heard about it was a few years ago, and it was like you had to microwave it to get it to erase.
Well, they did take it out of the microwave.
Yeah,
so
I saw something at the
Oh.
beginning that they were microwaving it. And how expensive is this notebook? Like $20?
If you're talking about what was in the
I think it was
blender,
like
they-
35, if I remember right. I was looking at
34.
34.
35.
Close.
I don't know. That just seems
I'll stick
like
to my $1.99
seems like too
notebook
much.
for now.
Yeah, I know. Like me, I just got my. I mean, this is not the planner I usually use. I like buying one that's called the Parent Planner. And that one, it was beautiful, but apparently they got discontinued last year when I last bought it. I was so sad because that planner was beautiful. I still have it here, and I don't want to get rid of it. But it's like really thick, but it has like each page is like a full on like day, and then it's separated by time, by hours. So if you have like appointments and whatnot, you can put them there, and then here you just put like, I guess, your to-do list. And it comes with these really cute like grocery lists. And then in the back you put like the meal depending on the day, and then you just take the little card with you to the grocery store. But they don't sell them no more. It's so sad.
Damn.
My Parent Planner, technically for
I
kids, but but it's for me.
I personally I've tried physical planners, and the problem is that like it only lives on that book. So like for like planning my day of like this happens at this time, I use my phone. I use my phone calendar these days. But like when it comes to like figuring out what to put on the calendar or like extract, like I still use like a physical list, usually on an dry erase board. We just
Dry
use them
erase
for playing brands all over the place. A dry erase board and some markers. Yeah.
That's funny. I mean, I have that planner I took for school, the planner on my phone, the planner on the computer. Um, so I have three just in case I forget something. But anyway, let's go back to the question. Who
Well,
would
no,
we
it's the
throw down
next
with?
card.
Or next card,
I
should
feel like
we?
we all answered.
Next card.
Yeah, let's just go
Okay.
with the next card.
If
It's
you
like,
saw
what?
that one of your friends accidentally posted an explicit picture on Snapchat, would you tell them or let them leave it up?
I would tell them, but it also depends
Yeah,
on
if it
how
was an
close we are.
accident.
Yeah.
But also, how would I know if it was an accident?
Yeah.
Are we close?
You know that it's not they're not the kind of person to ever do that. You'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So interesting enough, I had this happen quite a few years ago. Not me posting.
Like
That's not on the
Damn.
internet. That's not on the internet.
like just showing like here.
Just here down. So it was one of my actually they were both my high school friends. So it was a married couple. They were both my high school friends. And she was posting, I guess, because he had gone off. He was in the military, and so he was stationed overseas. So she was posting pics for him, I'm guessing. It was supposed to be a DM. This was back when it was only Facebook. And I wake up like real early for work. And I just, right before going to work, go scrolling Facebook because fuck, didn't have any other social media apps at the time. And I see that, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I just reported it to Facebook.
You just got somebody bad.
I thought he was gonna be like, I didn't know what to do, so I just commented, "Hey, you should take this down." No, you reported it.
I didn't know what to do, so I said,
Oh
I
my
freaked
God.
out. I'm just like, I don't know how to handle this situation.
And did you tell your friend?
No, and no, I did not.
So you just reported it.
They just reported it. 'Cause
Listen, if that happens, y'all better tell me. Y'all better tell me.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
like-
trust the internet in general, so I would not like send any sort of revealing picture to anybody. Like maybe at
That's
most
the
I'm
safest
like
way.
exercising and like maybe I'm like wearing my like exercising clothes, just like my what is it, the sports bra, and that's it. But other than that, it doesn't. No, like I don't know if it looks less than a bathing suit or than a normal bathing suit. Then I don't think I'm. Oh, Jesus.
It was just a very awkward situation to be in because you're like, it's a high school friend. You've been out of high school for 3 or 4
It's not
years.
somebody you want to see like that.
No, when it's like you haven't talked to them in quite a while, you're just scrolling, and you might be the first one to like notice it because you wake up at 4 in the fucking morning to go to work, and it's just like, oh God, I don't know what to do. Report,
Dude. Like it didn't happen to a friend. We used to know high school people, right? I haven't talked to this person in a long time. But actually, now that you mentioned that, I just remembered there was a picture of somebody that I used to go to high school with. And she was like giving somebody a blowjob, and the person who was getting the blowjob took a picture of her. And like,
That's illegal.
That's a douchebag.
she just like it got sent all over the internet. It was, I mean, I didn't want to see it. I didn't get it or anything. But back then, my ex-boyfriend and his friends were like laughing at it. I'm like, y'all are fucking rude. Like, you should have, getting rid of that instead of making fun of her for it. Like, ugh, this is why I hate the internet, and I hate people like, doing that sort of stuff. Like you said, it's illegal. Like and these, I mean, we're still kids back then. We weren't 21 yet. And like, that's literally almost like child pornography, I guess, or whatever the hell. Dang, that was, I felt really bad for her. It's like,
It was
hey,
done without consent too.
I
so.
know, like, because I mean, I don't know. I saw the picture for like a second, and then I was like, okay, get away from me. And it wasn't because I wanted to see it. It was because they posted it on our group Facebook. And I was like, yeah, y'all are douchebags. Um, I never know what happened to that person or like what happened to that picture, but dang,
Unfortunately, it's probably floating on the internet still somewhere.
probably like things that are in the internet. They say it's deleted, but it never is. The internet
all-
never forgets anything.
The dark web.
FBI
Yeah.
has it stored somewhere, I'm sure.
Probably, I believe it.
Some weirdo in Russia has it from the dark web.
Oh, gosh, but I would tell all of you guys, or maybe report it. I'll tell you and then report it.
Report it.
like-
Report it right away.
Report
You don't
it.
need social media anyway. You don't know how to use it.
Oh gosh,
Unless you meant for this. I don't know.
are you getting paid for this?
Yeah. You know, was this promotion? I don't.
Hey, yo.
Good
I
on
think
you,
Put
if-
this on the wrong account. Yeah.
Do you want us to share it? I don't know.
I was like, we have friends who are sex workers, but like,
Yeah,
they
so-
keep that shit private and they keep it separate from other work. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, yo, you put this shit on the wrong account. I think we could. Yeah. Oh shit.
That's always good to check,
Yeah.
though, just in case.
Mm.
I guess we all answered. We all answered that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In
Immediately.
some awkward fashion.
Some
Um,
awkward- yeah.
If you could only watch one actor's movies for the rest of your life, who would it be?
Oh, dog. Oh,
Willem Dafoe.
not easy.
You would be fully entertained for the rest of your life. I mean,
Willem Dafoe. I get
I'm telling you,
Spider-Man. I get Last Temptation. I get Florida Project. I get
Lighthouse.
Eternity's Gate. The Lighthouse.
I'm so
Um,
jealous you've seen that Eternity's Gate. I still haven't.
I haven't seen it actually. It's on Netflix though.
Any movie
Right?
that doesn't have Kristen Stewart in it.
you know, normally I would go with Toshiro Mifune just because I love that man and I could just watch Kurosawa's all the time. But honestly, I would go with Samuel L. Jackson because that man is in every fucking movie.
That is very true.
He's talking
I was
nearly
actually-
200, yeah.
I was actually thinking of Samuel Jackson too.
Just because he's been in every movie.
And
Ever.
they're great
I said
movies.
this before, but his voice is in my my echo.
Whose voice?
My,
When you ask a question, it pulls that up.
yeah, I can say.
That's
it.
why I wanted for my navigation.
Well, let me try it. Hey Samuel. What
The
time
fuck
is it?
you want?
How'd you wake me up, motherfucker?
Okay, wait, do it
I
Did
again.
y'all hear
Do
it?
it again.
No,
Oh,
do
what
it
should I
again.
ask?
Time is 9:13.
What should I ask?
I said, what time is it? I said, ask
Oh.
me again.
Hey Samuel. What time is it?
The time is 9:13 p.m.
Ask him if you should go to sleep.
Hey Samuel. Should I go to sleep?
Ah,
Go
He
the
does-
fuck to
the
sleep.
sleep. That's what they.
He
What's that's
doesn't-
the answer?
He doesn't answer everything. Like it's only certain things. I guess they only had him record so much.
Mhm.
I would
Um,
just have him record like every curse word ever, so you could just slap any of them at the end of a sentence.
Dog sleep.
Because honestly, when like navigation units like TomTom and all that first came out, and they came out with all the different voices of like, look, old British lady, for some reason, it's like make a Sam Jackson one. Just give me a Sam Jackson one,
Yeah, I've
and be
seen
like,
people
turn
have
right,
it.
motherfucker. And it's like you missed the exit, motherfucker, and like you turn,
Now you
motherfucker.
turn.
Yeah.
Why are
I've
you
seen
listening?
people- I've seen people
The
do
fuck you
that,
got me on for?
like in their maps, or that
Yeah.
they have it in like Lyft drivers or Uber drivers. That shit's hilarious.
I'm
Turn
just
right,
being quiz
motherfucker.
during the show, so ignore me.
Now we're out here in the middle of nowhere with nothing but our wit and our wills, and our will to save the world. Man, I feel like that's more like I could like no one called that a Samuel L. Jackson impression. That was just like the affectation of the black man.
Hey Samuel, tell me a joke.
Oh God.
I hate it when people name drop. My really good friend Brie Lawson feels the same way.
That's not a joke.
If it was a very funny one.
like
Try it again. Try it again.
Hey Samuel, tell me a joke. Hey Samuel, tell me a joke.
What do you call a bacon wrapped dinosaur? Jurassic Park.
Oh my god.
Jurassic Pork.
Jurassic Pork.
All right, let's move on to another card.
I honestly don't even
Thanks,
remember
Samuel.
what the question was. What was the question?
What was the?
Oh, actor. Movie.
Actor.
Yeah, actor movies.
Yeah, let's move on. I got nothing.
Michelle, you going with Sam Jackson?
Yeah, same.
Okay. Would you rather have only the internet or only TV, movies, and music? And here's my question for this question. If you didn't have TV, movies, and music, what the fuck would you use the internet for other than porn?
What?
Some people don't watch porn, Brad.
And then you can't even watch porn because porn has music in it. Well, not all porn.
Silent porn.
Silent porn.
I feel like if there was no movies, TV, or music on the internet,
What would you do in the internet?
Go to school.
complain about life
Wikipedia?
like we do.
Just
We all
Wikipedia.
complain
But-
about life. On
But then,
social media.
what would you look up on Wikipedia? Just historical facts, because you can't look anything up about TVs, movies, and music.
So
You
it
can
says
look
you
up
can't
about it, you
use
just can't
anything.
watch it. You just can't watch TV, music, but you can learn about. You can read it. I used to read about Marvel comics all the time, like superhero stuff, and I never read any of them.
You're like, actually, you can read about
the internet is a
comics
place of
and the
education. Also,
internet.
so,
When I was growing up, Joe, the internet was for Homestar Runner. That was it.
you've made another reference.
See?
That's beyond
See?
me.
Now it's dead because Flash is dead.
I mean, I wouldn't choose the internet in this situation at all. Like, I can live without the internet. I used to get in trouble, and my mom would be like, "I'm taking your phone." No, she wouldn't take my phone, but she'd be like, "No TV," and I'd be like, "All right, I'm reading a book."
I wonder if I could play Trogdor without getting copyrighted or DMCA'd.
I feel like the person who should stop you should be me, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay. I'll play it after. I'll show
My
y'all who
professor made this
Trogdor
quiz
was.
too easy.
What? Why?
No, it was just as easy as it should be to get a good grade.
No, it's one of those quizzes where the other answers are kind of ridiculous. So it pretty much tells you which one's the right answer.
Yeah, I've had a professor
And
like
this
that
was by design.
I had a sociology class when I was an undergrad. Actually, the first sociology course I ever took. And the professor would say, "What is sociological imagination? A cookie, a car, a pillow." And then, like, yes.
Like, okay, I'm not gonna tell you what the right answer was or whatever, because that could be considered cheating.
It's like definitely
Right.
the cookie.
The question was like, among the new interests of painters in public in 14th century art are, and one of the options is pornography.
Well, then.
Maybe
14th century porn.
I mean, that's some old school shit right there.
I wonder if
I mean, in
Game of Thrones.
like
they- oh.
graffiti, they were very. I mean, we're not that different from like people of those times in terms of graffiti.
Yeah, and if you're talking in like other places, like there's like a whole thing of like the ukiyo-e like art in Japan. And,
Yeah. I mean, in cave drawings, just giant boobs. Like, they're everywhere.
Yeah. Like specific, like in Pompeii, the graffiti there is like the stuff you would see on bathroom walls now. And then they also had some, because I went to an exhibit, they also had some like sexual art.
So wait, so let me get this straight. So
The Italians
we've all-
were horny
we're
as
all
fuck.
aware- You're telling me that like graffiti in bathrooms. So there's somebody back in the day. There used to be somebody who would be like a designated no slur zone.
Somebody
No,
just
it's
putting
more-
up their
There's a
ex's
website
random
of
phone
them. I
number.
might have talked about it. There's a website where they just list the graffiti that's been preserved in Pompeii, and one of them is like, "Here, these women I no longer need you. I now seek the whatever of men. So it's like coming out on the wall.
You know, in 500
So,
years,
like,
they're going to
it's
find preserved
actually the
bathroom
opposite
stalls.
of-
Oh, it's the like call blah 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 for a good time in
Yeah.
the men's bathroom. Okay. I thought about it one time calling, honestly, and I was
Just
just
to see
like,
who picked up.
Then somebody's got my phone number.
You can always use one of those apps that changes your phone number.
Who got that kind of work when they horny? Who trying to work that hard horny? Like you brain. So my brain said, "Don't do that." I kept it moving.
All right, I think we've gone over that.
Yeah.
If you had
Somehow
to
we
get
started talking about porn, but go ahead.
yeah, well,
Right.
if you had to get that's what this de-evolves into. Devolves.
every
It didn't have
time.
to.
Evolves.
But every time it does.
It does
Revolves.
every
The
time.
show, yeah, every time it does on this show.
And generally, Raul's here to go. Well, let's move on, guys. Like we don't need to be talking about that.
I mean, after he gets his 2 cents in, yeah.
Yeah, because then he'll say like, "That's why you watch it on your phone and not on the computer."
If you're like, bro, there's a movie I want to watch, but I cannot watch it in this house.
No. My parents need to leave for at least 4 hours. At least.
I mean, if it lasts for 4 hours, no.
Oh!
Call a doctor.
If it lasts for
Hey!
4 hours, to the doctor. I feel better
Pobrecito, what the
after
hell?
my other joke didn't land at all about
Yeah.
that.
Sorry, go for it. Go.
Moving on. If you had to get a lip tattoo, what would it say?
A lip tattoo. Bad bitch.
Hey, just pull it down and be like, fuck you.
It would say squad, SKWAD.
Like the no regrets tattoo.
No regrets. I'd be like, made you look.
I think I would get, and it just says
Gucci,
flossing.
but spelled wrong.
Gucci, but spelled wrong. GUCI or something.
GOOCHIE.
Like Gucci.
Gucci.
I've heard though that like, you know, like supposedly they don't last that long, like they will go away. But like every time I hear somebody whose lip tattoo has lasted like 10, 15 years, it's somebody who got a dumb one.
Definitely.
Just karma. Just karma, like, fuck you. That drunk night, you're going to remember that forever. Every time you pull your lip down.
Ooh, or it could go, I'll get one that says soy boy. I don't know.
Soy boy.
Soy boy.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of, I don't know why Jordan Peterson videos popped up on my fucking YouTube shorts the last 2 days. I don't fucking know why. One of them had Matthew McConaughey in it and everything, and the other one was Jordan Peterson talking about Elon Musk. I don't understand. I mean,
You
I
looking
watch
up
both of
Teslas
those,
or
but
something?
like, I don't understand because that's way behind me. That was Come on, this is jokey time.
Jokey time. I mean, I'd get one that just said flossing. That's what I would do.
I'd be flossing.
I'd be flossing.
I would have one that says $15 and it has a small stick figure that is like noticeably smaller than the $15 symbols. So like $15, little man.
Put that shit in my
I'd
hand.
be like, what's it? You got lip tattoo? Let me see.
Then you owe me. Oh. Are there any universally loved movies that you hate?
Love movies?
So, are there any movies that are loved in general that you absolutely despise?
Jaws.
Ooh, that's a that's a hot take.
I've only ever seen Jaws like a few times.
I have to look on my letterbox. I know there is one.
That's not the specific one I was trying to think of, but it's one.
I got two.
That I don't like.
Okay, go.
I've got two. So one is Dances with Wolves. One is Gone with the Wind.
I mean,
I've seen
Gone with the
neither of
Wind is
those,
not
and I have no intention in watching them. because I'm not interested in them.
Yeah, I think Brad, it's a good thing you don't like those.
We'd be
Good thing
worried
you
if
don't
you
like
did.
those.
Yeah, they're
I'll be honest. If you were like, bro, I love Gone with the Wind. That was my shit. Like, I would be like,
down.
It was
Mm-mm.
nice meeting you. I hope they remember you.
Dude, 2 movies that everybody loves.
Oh, we
I'm
have to pick
gonna
two?
Google this. Which movies are
Oh yeah, here we go.
which are the top 10 favorite
Universally
movies?
loved movies.
Oh, University.
Well, a lot. See, the problem is a lot of these I haven't seen. I have not seen Back to the Future.
Love.
I have not seen
2001.
Shawshank Redemption, Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction. I have seen Pulp Fiction. I have mixed feelings.
According to
2001.
Reddit or IMDb.
I got it. Goodfellas. I watched it. I don't understand. I'm gonna give it another shot one day. And the only reason why I'm really interested in giving it another shot is because I kind of liked The Irishman. Otherwise, and I like the Godfather. The first
Goodfellas
Godfather.
is the
movie.
one
The other
mob movie that I truly do love.
I was like, I
With Pesci in
I
there.
don't fucking understand it. I don't understand it at all.
Casino. I like Casino.
I think
I don't
for-
like 2001. I think I've gone on a rant about that movie before.
2001 is not my
Shining was
favorite.
meh. You said
I
2001?
I
haven't-
didn't like The Shining at first. It grew on me.
I'll give it another shot though. But I was like, eh.
I haven't seen Pulp Fiction, but I actually I tried watching it one time and then I just meh, it was whatever. Ooh, but I would not this one. Not why I said ooh, but I would try and watch Pulp Fiction again, but the one that I hear the most that people really like is that one movie Wolf of Wall Street. I
Mhm.
cannot. Wolf of Wall Street and Magic Mike. I'm sorry, there's people who love that movie or something, and I'm just
I do
eh.
like Magic Mike, but for the emotional core, not as much. for the
Emotional
technical.
core.
But no,
I did
the
get
movie
mad
is
about
actually
something-
has an emotional core. Yeah.
Yeah, I got mad on Twitter a couple hours ago about something slightly similar to that, because somebody was like, horny for monster movie that won 3 Academy Awards, blah blah blah. I'm like, that's not what that movie's about.
David
Don't
says, I hate the Lighthouse, even though every fucking film student loves it.
Oof.
Ooh, David, that's a hot take.
Don't tell
I mean,
Raul.
I'm not a
You
film
didn't
student.
tell us.
Don't tell that to Rachel. Rachel has a tattoo of the
don't
lighthouse.
tell and you, yep, hot take.
I do love the
Rachel
Lighthouse.
about to
Rachel, come
show.
back.
Rachel,
Come back.
can have-
You don't like me, lobster?
You're not a fan of me, lobster.
Yeah,
You're not a fan of me,
lobster?
But there's an enchantment to the light.
I
I
put
don't know
the
if I already
link,
mentioned
y'all.
it, but David, I have a tattoo for it.
Yeah, I was about to say, Rachel got some tattoo for it.
David is not a fan of your lobster.
Your lobster.
It's okay, David. We all can't love everything, even though we should.
Yeah, it's fine.
Especially the Lighthouse.
I kind of want to ask a branch off question.
Well, ask away. I
What's
don't know
a
what I'm doing.
movie that there's in the zeitgeist that people love to hate, but you're like, I love it. I actually do indeed like it.
Congo. I fucking love Congo.
I have no idea what it's about.
So it's got
Terrible movie that I like.
here, I'm just gonna pull it.
I have to Google movies that people
My
love to
answer
hate.
is mine is probably Mission Impossible 2. I ride for that movie so hard. And not in the way that
Mission Impossible 2 is good,
sort
though.
of in a way that
I
people
thought.
like Ma, but Mission Impossible 2 is doing the most. It's the least consistent of all of the whole franchise. But I do love them motorcycles, and I do love them birds, them John Woo birds. But that's the one when Rachel talks about Tom Cruise being so stressed of spawning a pimple. that it's from that one.
What is
because
it?
that's the one
Oh,
with
this is
the-
So,
Congo?
this is the trailer for Congo. I'm not sharing the audio for obvious reasons, but it has Tim
People's
Curry in it.
Oh, Tim Curry. Oh,
Yeah.
enough said. Enough said.
Say
I'll watch
less.
Raul hates this movie, but I absolutely love
Say
it
less.
because it's like they used all the old shit from Jurassic Park in it.
What is this? Oh,
I heard
Look at that.
I heard he was supposed to voice the villain in the Scooby Doo live action movie, and the
Tim Curry?
reason he quit is because he found out Scrappy Doo was going to be in the movie, and for some reason he hates Scrappy Doo.
Everyone hates Scrappy Doo.
Yeah, who
And as
who
soon as
likes
he learned
Scrappy
he was
Doo?
in the
Who
movie,
might-
he quit, and they had to change some of the plot.
I mean, I'll be honest, I did watch like every Scooby Doo with the Scrappy Doo shit, but that's because I was bored kid at the time.
I remember the Scooby Doo movie, and like the main thing I remember in the Scooby Doo movie is like Scrappy Doo being kicked out of the fucking car.
Okay,
yeah.
Fuck that guy.
okay, I know.
Don't piss on me.
I know what my answer is.
I watched that movie in Spanish, so I'd know every single line of that movie, and my family would make fun of me because they would just like say, Michelle, tell us what the movie says. And
How
then they're
long
like,
is this
make me-
trailer? It's
That's
like
a-
3-minute
like
trailer.
I was about
Rachel,
to
you
say,
said
like
you
you're
had your
showing me the
answer?
whole movie.
Yeah.
What's your answer?
Cats.
Cats. Really?
What?
Oh yeah,
No.
that's true.
Now is it the cats? Did they ever make a cats show in the butthole?
No.
Okay.
I don't know what. the
I heard
special is
rumors
gonna
like
be.
they were going to
Okay.
digitally put those in.
They did. They have not released the butthole cut, but I do. Oh, there he is. No, I do like that movie. I think because I'm into theater, so I know about like the Broadway aspects of Cats, and I've delved into it, and it's the perfect kind of weird that just makes my brain happy. Also, all jokes aside, I do like Spider-Man 3.
With the finger guns.
I mean, the Sandman. Was
I
good.
never liked the villain in that. I never liked Sandman. I always thought Sandman was kind of a lame villain.
I mean, I have to watch all those movies again because I've only seen
Oh.
them once.
I quit.
So
I know which movies that are like horrible, but I keep watching Final Destination movies.
Yo, ass, yeah.
I was gonna watch them the other night, but they're not.
It's kind of like the Saw
They're not on any
movies.
streaming services, so I couldn't watch them.
It's like the Saw movies. After a while, you know it's going to be bad, but you're like,
Yes.
let's see what they do in this one.
Final Destination 3 is my favorite one, and it's terrible movie. Like
You know,
all of them are so bad.
if you're going to have a movie that's called Final Destination, don't make fucking sequels for it.
There's
It
like
just doesn't
7
make
or
any
8
sense.
of them. There's 7 or 8 of them. It's crazy.
I like them. I'm not gonna lie,
Which one?
but I can't watch them because they're not. Not Saw. A Final Destination.
Final Destination?
I tried to watch them the other night, and they weren't able to watch anywhere, and I was sad.
I
I'm surprised they're not on like Netflix or
They were on
something.
Netflix. They were, because that's
They
where I
were,
watched
but
them at some
movies
point.
get cycled in and out.
Yeah.
That's what I learned.
Okay.
That's what I learned specifically through the Harry Potter series. Every month, basically, they go back and forth between like Peacock and HBO Max, back and forth, and it's annoying.
That actually makes no sense. Okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea. See, because I'm looking up stuff to see if I can find more things, and I'm like, right, Gio, you haven't seen a lot of movies. So, like, movies people like universally hate. I'm like,
I can't wait to get killed by a falling roller coaster.
I will say Final Destination 5.
Thank you, Mr. Yeager.
Yeager. Final Destination 5 is the reason I'll never get LASIK.
Oof.
I think I saw
Oof.
that one. Yeah.
Mm. And you know what's bad is the whole roller coaster thing. There are actually people who have tried to like get stuff back from the roller coaster, and then like been killed.
Yeah.
Like head gone.
Well, I think
This is
I think I told you all about on my senior trip when my friend's phone fell.
Somebody
they did
fell
not
from a
die.
roller coaster in your trip?
No,
He did not
the
die.
phone
He is
fell.
very much still alive.
That's good.
Oh, my phone also fell at a roller coaster, but it survived. It's actually funny story. It's actually this one right here. Nothing happened to it.
Oh,
How'd you get it back? Did it just fall out in the right location, or did it just fling off somewhere?
So this I hate that they took this ride out of Six Flags because I love going to theme parks. But this one is it's a log that rolls, like that just kind of goes. I don't know if you guys have ever been to one, but it basically just goes like this, and the log is rolling at the same time that it's like rolling you around.
Wait,
And
so do you like go upside down and like roll? Oh god.
yeah, like you roll while at the same time the log is rolling you. So
I mean, I'm more likely to do that than like a high place thing if I could.
I'd rather have the big loop because like the loop is coming. You're just stuck in a log going like this the whole fucking time. I'm just
see. I feel like that is better for me than if I'm just going all the way down, because I'm constantly just thinking of going, or I don't know. Point is that I was wearing like a little vest, like back in the day when those jean vests were a thing. I mean, I would still wear them like now.
Back in the 80s.
Back in the 80s. No, it was some time ago. And I was on the inside it had like pockets and stuff. And so I made the mistake of bringing it with me because I mean it was pretty tight, so I didn't think it was gonna come off. But Michelle was like, "Woo, let's put my hands up," and then I just suddenly see the phone. And it had like another case. I mean, it had a case on it, and I just saw the phone go like, "Woo," and then fall.
Just slow motion.
I was like, because I was rolling, right? So I just saw the phone going. And then at the end I was like, shit. And I was trying to see if I could find it, and it was like a bright like neon pink one, and so it just fell like on a bed of what's it called, of like those bushes that have like a little I don't know, they're cut in a specific way or whatever, like a little circle. So it's just like there, waiting for me to pick it up.
There you go. That's good.
But I mean,
I would think and I would hope that like the likes of Six Flags and Disneyland and these big places would be far safer. But I have an issue with like county fairs and just fairs in general, like the small ones.
Yeah, those.
Because I'm like, those dudes get paid like not even probably $12 an hour. Like, how much maintenance are they really keeping up with that stuff? Like the tilt-a-whirl, when's that tilt-a-whirl just gonna come off and just tilt-a-whirl through like a crowd? That's my issue with those.
Dude, I've also heard a lot of people dying in those carnivals. Like, I'm still going, but it like scares me every time I go.
I've heard horror stories of like little kids going into like, the tilt-a-whirl one, and then it's not being like they can't like get secured enough, and so they just fall out of it, and then they're just rolling on the ground in the tilt-a-whirl.
Oh no! But it's because kids are funny when they do those. I know they're horrible, but so David says Final Destination movies have kept me from ever going on a roller coaster. You missing out.
I mean,
the thrill of dying,
Yeah. We all gotta go sometime. If you go on a roller coaster, at least you go quick, probably.
Yeah. No.
Upside down.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, actually, no.
Like, no.
I was like, the number one way I'm like, where like I definitely every time I'm like, I'm going to die up here is if I'm like in heights. If it's like, if it's different, like I'm on a plane, like that's fine. Like weirdly for me, like, I'm fine with that. But like roller coaster or like on a roof,
on a roof, like I've heard too many like bad stories of just heights and like people doing parkour, just like the Russians doing parkour on like the skyscrapers and then falling. It's just like I'm good.
Yeah, I wish I didn't have a fear of heights because I wish this body could do some parkour. That'd be fun. But
Not happening. Not happening here.
also, yeah, I lost track of what I was gonna say.
Sorry,
Roller
Gio.
coasters. Theme parks.
Oh, I was gonna say I've heard a whole song about somebody dying from falling from a roof.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a Frank Ocean song. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Start my day. Nope.
DMC8.
Yeah.
God.
No.
God.
No. Stop.
It's been nice, guys. Sorry, Roll. I think we'll do one more question, and then we'll go to ads, and then we'll talk about the topic.
What was
We
the
good with that?
topic?
Okay.
Spider-Man No Way Home trailer.
Yes.
Oh, I
You can
haven't.
watch it in the break.
You can watch it
Oh.
during the break.
Is it very spoily though?
Yeah, you don't watch trailers though.
Yeah,
That's the
especially for movies that I want to watch. So it's okay. I'll just dip, and I'll come back so I can see Brad's video or thing that he wanted to show us.
Okay. Of what was it going to show again?
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't remember.
You said you were gonna show us something.
I was going to show something, but I don't remember because Gio told me not to show it.
What was it?
I don't know.
Oh, some
Oh,
Trog
something
thing.
about the video.
Oh,
game?
Trogdor.
Yeah.
Trogdor.
Put it in
Okay.
private chat so we can remember later.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
This is a special clue that'll help us later on.
Thank you, Dungeon Master. How many times can you eat the same meal before you get sick of it?
The way you say Dungeon Master.
Dungeon
Yeah.
Master.
Yes,
Thank you,
Sensei,
Dungeon
thank you.
Master.
Thank you, Sensei.
It depends on the food.
Yeah.
Very true. I'm not big on leftovers, dependent on the food.
Yeah, and like how the leftovers are left, if that makes sense.
Very, very true.
I can't
Wait,
tell
what was
if
the
my
question?
professor wants me to do this in English or not.
Wanda and Loki
Loki creating the multiverse. Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Wait, so what's the question?
It's like hints, dropping hints.
Let me see.
My mind immediately went to pasta. So
I was
that I
thinking
would
about
say like 2 weeks, maybe a month on pasta, but anything else, I don't know, maybe like a week or two.
I think honestly, I could do sandwiches.
I can't do that because I did that in high school and now I don't eat sandwiches.
So you're asking about something we cannot or we can't, or
How many
is it
times
how
can you
many
eat the same
times?
meal before you get sick of it? I think I could do sandwiches. I'm just saying that because I can't cook much else.
I mean, I can't say much. I've been eating spaghetti for the past 5 days. Like at different points during the day, but I didn't put the spaghetti in like the meat and the tomato sauce together. Like they're all
Separate.
yeah.
That's good. So one doesn't get soggy or doesn't overpower the
Yeah,
each
yeah.
individual ingredient.
Uh-huh. I'm thinking of what I cannot eat definitely.
I got dizzy. Okay.
Oh,
I
oh,
realized.
a meat with like carne. There's like a meal specifically. Like I feel really bad, but I love it, but I can't eat it after a lot of times. And my mom's not gonna listen to this, but I'm sorry, Mom. Like it just frustrated me whenever she would make the same food over and over again. It's kind of like I love this food, but don't give it to me every day because then I won't like it. And it's
I remember being a kid and my mom can't cook. Like, sorry, Mom, you can't. You really can't. You'll probably never hear this, but you know it's true. We know Dad is the one who cooks. But my dad, he was military as well, and he was overseas, so my mom was left to cook. Mom can't cook, so frozen meals. The one meal she bought was chicken voila. And I will tell you right now, never serve me chicken voila ever again. Or I will
chicken
beat you.
voila. What is that?
Like,
Look it
voila.
up.
Yeah.
Like voila?
VOILA, like voila, chicken voila. That's what this frozen bag of mystery meat and noodles and stuff is, and it is horrible. It's
Problem
not
is
very
that
good.
it was frozen.
And all my
Oh,
dad
yeah.
remembers is he came back from overseas, and my mom started serving him chicken walla because that's all she was cooking during that time. And at some point, he's like, "No more chicken walla."
Friend,
And I was just the happiest child at that moment.
this shit is in my house. This shit is in my freezer right now.
How was
Yeah,
it
yeah,
sold?
This shit is eaten by me
Like the
because
chicken
it is
walla, or you're
prepared by
talking
the
about?
person on the
Yeah.
other side of
Okay.
the wall in front of me.
Yeah.
How do I
So
say
it's this stuff has been around since the 70s and 80s. That's I don't know if it's gotten better through the years because I've had
need to
chicken
search
walla
this
since
up.
probably the early 90s.
Chicken
No, you gotta download that shit.
chicken
and
voila?
walla. How do you spell that?
VOA.
Also,
Oh, like actually,
if
like
we're honest
voila.
with each other,
Curbside
that
people
brand
used to
name-
order this a lot.
I think
yeah.
I've seen this. I've definitely seen
if
this.
we're
Never
honest with
eaten
each other,
this.
the brand who makes chicken voila makes subpar food for affordable prices. So,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because people used to order
you
this
know,
when I worked
we do what
curbside.
we need to do.
You do what you need to do. It's true.
I've never eaten this before.
But it's not my favorite thing. No.
Like Tiffany bracelets.
But is it like different types of chicken voila, or just like a specific season type?
I can't tell you, Michelle. I haven't had it since probably early to mid 90s. I just
I can
know
make it,
I
yeah.
will never eat chicken walla ever
In your
again
life, okay.
in my
I mean,
life.
for the most part, like the main one is like the garlic chicken, but like
The
there's
garlic
other
chicken?
flavors. But you're like same shit, different day. If we're honest.
Really. And then
Because
there's
it don't taste good unfrozen. It, like whatever spice is there is like melted away if
So-
there's
so-
any spice at all, and you have
and
to.
I- I was telling Brenda this story, and she one-upped me. She was like, "Lo mein in a can," and I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Lo mein in a can," and I looked that up, and I'm like, "One-upped me."
Yeah, and some frozen food brands, like all of them taste the same.
Sardines.
I
Mermaid,
like
and,
sardines.
I
So
don't
the
hate
hot sauce on a
sardines, but,
cracker.
like, I used
Or-
to eat sardines a lot. We actually talked about this on the episode, but like, in addition to peanut butter, I used to be like eating sardines with my grandmother.
Or the oysters.
Yeah.
I love the oysters.
Ugh, no gracias.
I don't like oysters. My grandma loved oysters. Like,
With the hot- with
the
some
image
hot
of
sauce
my
on a
uncle
cracker.
eating them right now is just
Ah,
like I would get the alligator, and my grandma would get the oysters from my favorite Cajun kitchen.
alligator's so good.
it tastes like chicken.
It really does, yeah.
Yeah, I don't eat it anymore because it's not chicken. In my list, it's closer to like cow than chicken as far as like.
I mean,
Well,
I
This was not
tried
in
it 'cause
chapter 2.
they had it.
Rattlesnake
I
is
just
kinda
heard
like a
Rachel
chicken.
say chapter 2. What?
Sorry, I'm taking another quiz.
Rachel.
Moving on to chapter 2.
No, I'm taking the quiz for the end of this week for my
Oh,
Latin class,
okay.
and I'm like, this was not in chapter 2.
Mm.
You are ahead of the game.
Well,
Now to
Have we
answer
all
your
answered?
question, the
Okay,
question
she
on
was
the
gonna
card,
Yeah,
I'm definitely like a 3-4 meals person for like most foods is actually a meal because when something is cooked in the house and I like it, I'm gonna eat it twice in that day, and then if somebody made it with the intention to not have to cook the next day, I'm gonna eat it again the next day, and I don't want to eat it no more.
yeah. I get that.
Yeah, I mean, to me, like I said,
I-
it just depends on the food. Because I'm used to, just eating the same thing throughout the week because I meal prep. And so I kind of just, it's the same thing. I just do it differently. Like when I was an undergrad, I'd cook milanesa, which is what is it? Fried chicken, or whatever, like something like that, with mashed potatoes, and like pasta, and maybe like jalapeno poppers. So one day I would take the chicken with just mashed potatoes, and then the next day I'd take the chicken with the pasta, and then the next day I'd probably just take the
With the
pasta
poppers?
and the mashed potato, and then another day I'd probably just take the jalapeno poppers with something else. So I kind of just like I'd mix and match
Make it a little different.
A little different, but I'd be eating the same thing
Yeah.
like every day, and just probably ate like twice a day. But like for example, that pasta, that spaghetti I'm telling you, I made that on Monday, and people were supposed to eat it. Nobody ate it, and I mean it's been on my fridge, and I've been eating it. I didn't eat it today, but I've been eating it for the past like 4 days.
I think a caveat for my answer is that like if I were like exercising or like had like a like exercising and like with it like had the motivation to exercise or like it was like yeah I'm loving this I'm doing it I feel like I could do like the like chicken breast thing meal thing like all the time. I think I could do that meal. Like not that I would like it all the time, but that like
But
I
you
could
do it because you're getting.
I could I'd be like I like it would be like God damn, I mean, this is the body I've always wanted. I'll do this. Yeah. With
Just going on the Rock's diet of like
yeah.
20 eggs, 8 steaks in a day or some shit.
I mean, not steak, but like I would do some I would like I mean this is a big if because like I don't even exercise. But like I think I could do that or a person who did like the potatoes every day for like a month or 3 or something like that. I think I could do that. But like it's the way you doctor bit like okay this time it's a baked potato by itself or like with salt and pepper with butter or, yeah it's in chapter 2 of the other book Rachel.
Rachel just feeling that food list right there. Gio like oh shit yeah.
Yeah, all right, break.
All right, let's go to the ad.
Yeah, we should go.
We'll be back, guys.
Except
Hey, I'm Rolando Mendoza, and this is
Jabril Newton.
And we are the hosts of High Flyer Radio. And finally, pro wrestling has come back to the Nerdcore podcast feed in the form of a show hosted by Jabril and I. And we talk about everything and anything in the pro wrestling world on Mondays at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Nothing's off limits. Whatever you guys want to talk about, if it's from AEW to SmackDown to Raw to NXT, nothing's off the table. We can talk about it.
We're going to talk all about it. And if you can get it a day early, you should go to the www.patreon.com/thenerdcore and pledge to the tiers on there so you can get this show and a lot of shows days early before anybody else gets to hear it. But enough talking about it. We'll go ahead and see you there at the Squared Circle. Oh, yeah. Don't tap out. Tune in.
Hello, guys and gals, and you're listening to The Ladies of Nerdcore. I am your host, Daniela Nunez, and along with my amazing co-host, Ashley Garcia, we discuss many things like social impact, pop culture, political realms, and any controversy surrounding the Nerdverse. Tune in and listen to us bi-weekly on the Nerdcore podcast feed, and we will love to chat and hear your thoughts on our wonderful show. And thank you again for listening to The Ladies of Nerdcore.
Hey everyone, my name is Raul, the Nerdy Chicano, and I am the host of The Impaired Files. The Impaired Files is an interview show brought to you every Thursday on the Nerdcore podcast feed. And I interview people such as filmmakers, content creators on YouTube, and podcasters like Colton Geschwander. And if you want to listen to that early, a whole week early, all you got to do is go to the Patreon and pledge to the $1 tier. And if you want to listen to it with the general public, then go to Nerdcore podcast feed on anchor.fm/thenerdcore. And the case is closed, but it's not classified. See you guys there.
Hey, it's Ashley from the Gamer Core. You may remember me from such episodes as Big Screen Mess, Mo Money Mo Platforms, and Brad Can Read. Tune in weekly as I blab with my co-hosts Raul the Nerdy Chicano and Brad the Random Germ about the latest news in gaming and gush over what we're playing at the moment. Oh yeah, and we got the deals too. Keep up with the latest deals in gaming and what's happening as I mediate Brad and Raul fighting like a married couple. Will Death Stranding ever come out? Will Cyberpunk 2077 live up to the hype? Is a next-gen worth a $500 console price tag? And has there ever been a movie adaptation of a video game that's been done right? It's all on the Gamer Core podcast, everywhere where podcasts are.
Hey guys, this is Brad, aka Young Yoda. Raul said I had to make an ad, so that's what I'm doing. It's supposed to be for Unstructured, but as you guys know, you can freaking catch me everywhere when it comes to this podcast feed. You can find me on the Nerd Cores, on Gamer Cores, on Nerdy Chicanos sometimes when I get lost. But for this particular one, I want you guys to go check out Unstructured, the Raul gave me free reign to do whatever I want to do. I don't know what he was thinking. So go hear me talk about LeBron James and Taco Tuesday, vaping, so many other freaking weird topics that chimichangas, that's a good one. Shout out to Deadpool. And
Shout out to Deadpool.
yeah, I guess this is the end of the ad. So if you guys want to find me, you can find me all over the place on this podcast feed. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. I love you all. And nerd up.
Everyone, I'm Raul.
And I'm Brad.
And we're the hosts of the Nerdcore Podcast, the podcast that talks that nerd. Not on this ad, right? And we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday. On the Mondays, we talk the news. That's the box office, the news of the week, and your trailer talk if there is any. And on Tuesday, we have our theme review. And on Saturday, you have a Saturday morning review, usually movies that have come out in the week or anything we want to talk about. Right, Brett?
Exactly. Whatever we want to talk about, this is our show. If you don't like it, then you don't have to listen.
We're the flagship show of the Nerdcore Podcast feed, and we can be found everywhere you can listen to podcasts like Stitcher, Apple Podcasts. So if you want to talk that nerd stuff with us every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday, make sure you tune in. And Brad?
Pew, pew,
Young Yoda out.
I'm gone for 5 minutes. Welcome back, y'all.
Pew, pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew.
Like a legit
yes,
back with
Spider-Man.
You don't have to listen.
Spider-Man No Way Home trailer.
All right.
Michelle, are you piecing out? Do you want to plug it up before you go?
Yeah, y'all can find me on Twitter as Queen Weave with 3 E's on Queen and 3 E's on Weave. I finally fixed the name this time because the other day it was like Queen. Well, no, it only has 1 U and 3 E's and 3 E's on a Weave and 3 E's on Queen. Yes, and you can also find me on the Share Club Pod every Friday at 3 p.m. Today, Gio and I think I said it earlier today, we recorded the first episode of the 2nd season. So go check us out on Spotify or anywhere that you listen to podcasting. So yeah, I'll see y'all again. Bye.
Hi, Michelle. Thank you.
Yes, we've out. Hey.
All right, y'all. Let's I don't know. Is there a spoiler warning banner thing that he has? Anyways,
if you edit the banner, you can type in trailer warning. Spoiler.
I don't know. I don't know how to do that. So we're just gonna do a spoiler warning right now. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hee. Spoiler warning for the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. Aha. And yeah, we're just going to talk to it while we just play it right here because I can do that.
So this started out after I watched it like 6 times and then cried.
Out of joy or out of disappointment
out of
joy? Okay.
Out of joy. And so I was like, I need to get a sticky note out to write down my thoughts for the episode. So I did that, and then I wrote like a lot more than that.
Well, go ahead.
Let's go. Give it to them all off, unless you want me to.
Yeah, let's do it. That's why we're here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I'm gonna go quickly because it's a lot.
No, don't go quickly. Go normal.
Okay, 1. The calendar in WandaVision was right about the trailer dropping on 8/23. 2, I think Wanda fucked with Steven because it's out of character for him to try and cast that spell for Peter. 3, I got chills and they're multiplying. 4.
Nice song reference.
4, the foe's laugh had me in a chokehold. It was so hot. 5, if my bestie, this is why I reacted when you said you didn't like the Sandman. If my bestie Thomas Hayden Church shows up, I'll shit myself because I think he's cool.
I like the actor. I just don't like the Sandman portrayal. I don't think the Sandman is a character, to be honest.
6, Doc Ock was talking to Toby's Spider-Man because he wouldn't be able to recognize Tom. 7, we need Andrew versus Electro and Toby versus Doc Ock rematches. 8, I want to see both J. Jonah Jameson show up and have a screaming match.
Damn that
9.
Spider-Man.
9. There has to be more to the spell scene because it would suck if the multiverse opening were that simple. TBH.
Just
10.
Strange fucking up everything.
10. The Ancient One did suggest in Endgame that she made a mistake in Infinity War, that she did make a mistake in making Steven the Sorcerer's Supreme.
11.
I want a scene of Toby and Andrew being confused as to what the Avengers are.
Yeah, at a falafel house.
12. Breaking news. I am no longer depressed. That's not true anymore.
Ooh.
It's been a few days. That one's not true anymore. 13. The Spider Bitch is back. 14. I will be wearing my Spider-Man suit to opening night. 15. I'm glad they didn't show Green Goblin in the trailer because I would have combusted on sight if they had. 16. I'm going to sue Marvel if they kill off any of the Spider-Mans. 17. It's okay, we're on the last 4. We're halfway there. 17. I don't even believe in Jesus, but this movie is like an early birthday gift to him, even though he was most likely born in April, and the December thing was just a way for Christians to steal a pagan holiday.
Reach out and touch faith.
Whew, we're going deep. We're going to
18,
pagan rituals.
18. JB Smoove and Hannibal Buress being confirmed is my favorite part because they're the real comic relief of the MCU. 19. What is a multiverse if not an alternate universe fan fiction prevailing?
I love it.
Is there any more?
Yes.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. 20. Don't fuck with time. 21. This is in reference to the scene after the multiverse breaks and the buildings are going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love Inception.
All right.
22. I'm glad they brought back the Iron Spider suit. Because I don't know if we really saw it much in Far From Home.
Not much. It saved him in space, I think. That was about it.
Yeah. 23. I've watched this trailer X amount of times. I don't know how many, and I'm crying. 24. I wrote these after I watched it the day that it released. So however many times I watched it on Monday. 24. I fucking love Spider-Man. 25. I am buying all the Lego sets for this movie. 26. I'm getting my Spider-Man tattoo for Christmas. 27. Don't fuck with magic. 28. This is Loki's fault. 29. Someone should bring up the TVA in the movie.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Last one, or last 4 points, but last sticky note. 30. How much y'all want to bet the post-credit scene will be another one with Val? 31. I'm going to wear a diaper and bring tissues to the theater in case I shit myself and or cry. 32. This looks better than Far From Home, no lie. And last one. Can Man Spider make an appearance?
A lot of good points. I did not hear you mention Wong just leaving the fuck out of there again.
Yeah, shout out to the homie. He said I got a cage match real quick because
I gotta go take on this abomination.
You know,
I said I don't get paid
you're
enough
out
for
there
this.
drinking cookies. You drinking cookies and got Tim's on. I'm gonna go fight the abomination.
Don't be doing them spells now, Strange. I honestly, I hope. I don't want Green Goblin. I've seen Green Goblin. I want Hobgoblin. That's who I want.
Ooh. I did watch y'all's reaction video earlier today.
Because it looks like a pumpkin. Look at that. It does look like a pumpkin. I was very excited to hear Willem's voice, though. So I was very excited to hear that. And then the Doc Ock scene was kind of cool. But I believe you are right,
Okay,
Rachel.
30 minutes to do this quiz.
But I believe you are correct, Rachel, in that it has to be Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Otherwise,
because he's not going to recognize Tom. They look different.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like Tobey Maguire.
No, not at all.
I mean, there's pictures of both of them on the set, so.
I mean, Gio.
So for me, this didn't feel like a first trailer. So because there's a certain amount of like distance of like, I'm like almost like for me, I enjoyed this trailer, but like I think I don't need to watch anymore because instead of like being like, oh, you know, a little bit of a tease, a little bit, to me, I'm like, oh, I know the premise of I know enough to get me through the whole movie.
Pretty much.
So like I'm probably gonna watch the other trailers because content, but like I'm like, I don't need it. I really don't. Like, I don't need it because I'm already sold for this movie. And this movie, like the thing I was wondering about No Way Home was like, okay, what's the setup? And I'm like, oh, the setup is Doctor Strange being in his hubris, and Peter just wanted to make shit okay, like a child, because that's what these movies are. It's Peter being a child, and that's the gospel truth. I remember at first when I watched this scene when he takes off the mask, I was like, what the fuck is this mask? And like the way he takes off the mask, for a second I was scared that he had like they were doing some multiversal shit where he had like the claws, the vibranium claws, and I was like, y'all did not. And so I had to like go back and go, oh, okay, all right.
The what if?
He just took out the mask, and I was like, I'm gonna kick y'all ass if y'all try to do some White Panther shit. I enjoy this trailer. Wong is my favorite part.
Just get out of it. It's like,
I think
nope.
It's pop, and like in response to what Rachel was saying, I think Rachel's right, and I also think it's possible that if they didn't want to do that, they can make anything happen.
True, with anything in the multiverse, he could have been the Spider-Man, their multiverse somehow.
Yeah. And that might not have been the first time they seen each other and been like, "Hey, Peter."
Yeah. Hey, Peter. But yeah, I enjoyed this trailer. I agree with Gio though. I think they might have released too much. I don't think you should have done kind of the Sandman might be in there, Electrode might be in there. I think Doc Ock, Green Goblin would have been enough of the villains to get me hyped on this. Because honestly, those were the points. Those were the two villains that I noticed the most. Raul noticed Electrode and Sandman before I did. But otherwise, they're keeping it really low key on if there's going to be other Spider-Mans. I'm fairly certain because I don't see how one Spider-Man can take on the whole Sinister Six, which I'm guessing is this premise.
So does this mean we're going to get Jamie Foxx in that bad comb over again?
I don't know about the bad comb over. Hopefully, like they just kind of shave that off, kind of like they did with Woody Harrelson's like Venom toupee over there in that new trailer.
I hope they just retcon like it was. They did Jamie Foxx wrong, but I do think that shit is hilarious, and I would love to see it again. But also, you could just retcon and just have Jamie Foxx have
normal hair.
Yeah. I like Jamie Foxx.
Yes, and I'm thinking we're gonna see Jamie Foxx in this. Yeah, it's true. But also I want to see Michael Keaton in this as the Vulture because I did enjoy him for the limited part that we got with him. But yeah, I thought it was a good trailer. It looked good. It's got me excited. Do I think they let a little too much out of the bag? Possibly. Because I don't know how these. I don't. There's a lot of pieces they showed us. I don't know how they fit. I don't know if they fit.
Vulture helps Peter because the Vulture in this universe is different. In that, I mean, unless it's like multiverse Vulture, I like the way our Vulture is set up in the MCU is like opportunity or like trying to do something right by somebody else. But like when Vulture leaves, is like I'm like your secret safe with me, basically.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly, like. Some shit like this of like pop like just Vulture like getting out and being like, "I got you, kid. My daughter says hi" or something. Like,
yeah, something like that. That would be cool. That would be dope just to have some old enemies become friends in a way. It would be something different for this. So I would agree. I'd just like to see Michael Keaton again playing that character.
Yeah.
That's really all I have for this. I mean, I think it looks gorgeous. I mean, this is definitely going into the Multiverse of Madness look. And I'm excited about Doctor Strange.